right. Watch out.
Show him your sign.
All right.
Fuck the police.
What is it?
Fuck the police.
All right.
Fuck the police.
Say it. Can you do the?
Put your hands up,
Fuck the
right?
police.
All right. Power to the people. Power to the people.
Thanks, kids.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tillman. Now, normally I don't start my videos or even include a lot of cussing in my videos just because that's not me. But today I needed to show you this because I needed to impact you right where you're at. You know, we talk about we're in a society that's so divided. We talk about we want better. There's so many different people out there protesting and rioting. Well, I asked you to ask yourself, why are these people out there protesting and rioting in the first place? Maybe you're one of those people that's out there protesting yourself. Let me ask you, why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you're actively trying to find a solution? Are you doing it because it's popular to do? Or are you doing it just because you want to go out there and have fun and you think this is the way to do it? You know, we have an obligation as parents in this country, in this world, to make sure we raise up our children in the way that they should go so that way they don't depart. Well, in this video, we see a young little girl that's out there saying, F the police. What type of message are we sending to the future if we're telling them to say F the police? And what's kind of interesting about this whole video is at the end of it, you can hear one of the guys saying, power to the people.
Power to the people.
Thanks, kids.
Well, what does power to the people actually mean? You don't give power to the people by having your kids march with a sign that says F the police, F Donald Trump. Not only is it divisive, but you're sending a message of hate. You're sending a message of evilness to our children that are supposed to be the future. Because when a person says F the police, you know, you can miss me with the whole, you know what, I'm saying F the system. No, you can miss me with all that because you know why? Because I am the police. What you're saying, when you say F the police, you're basically saying F me. And so that's why I say we have to be very careful with the words that we use and the message that we have for our kids. I have 3 kids. You guys know that I'm a dad. I'm married to my wife. And it's my responsibility to make my kids better than what they're seeing right now. Just because what my kids see may be left, just because what my kids see may be right, I have an obligation to make them better than all that. You know, we had an interesting conversation in my house the other day. And, you know, I was talking to my wife about something, and we always refer to different things as, yeah, it was a white guy or a black guy or Asian guy or whatever. And my wife actually caught me. She said, hey, don't use the color in front of the kids. And at first I was kind of taken aback because I'm like, no, that's the reality. We got, you know, that's the reality we live in. But then when I started to think myself, I do a lot of messages about seeing beyond the badge. I do a lot of messages about seeing beyond the police officer. I also do a lot of messages in a diversity workshop about seeing beyond the color. Well, how can I get my kids to see beyond the color if I'm always associating color? We have to rethink this whole notion of, you know what, the conversations that I have with my kids because it's a reality. You know what? Our kids have one of the best innocence that exists today because they don't see through color. But if we teach them to see through color, if we see them to see through hate, if we teach them to see through hate, how do we ever expect to get beyond this where we're at in society? So this video that you watch, it should affect you. It should make you angry. So if it makes you angry, I ask you this one question. What are you doing in your own family's life to make this video better? What are you doing in your own family's life so that way you can prevent your kids from going out there and doing the same thing? I'm teaching my kids to love people. I'm teaching my kids to empathize with people, and I'm teaching my kids to respect people. If we can do that, we can all come out on top. Thanks again, and God bless.